What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a rainy day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, as today is Wednesday, this will be a special WTF Wednesday review. For those of you who may be new to the program, WTF Wednesday is the one day a week when I showcase a beer I normally wouldn't on the program. Sometimes that means I do stuff from the big boys, Bud Miller and Coors. Sometimes I do stuff from microbreweries that are maybe stranger offerings, like the pickled beers. And sometimes I do stuff from international breweries to try to get some international flair. So the beer I'm going to review today is from the Spencer Fruit Series, and this is a Peach Saison. And you might say to me, TK, what is so weird about a Peach Saison? Why is this worthy of WTF Wednesday status? And the answer is because Spencer Brewery was one of the I guess the only Trappist brewery in the United States, and it closed its doors not that long ago, within the last year. I think I did an unboxing video where I bought a bunch of these beers when they kind of announced they were shutting down. Now, luckily through a little shop in Cleveland, you can still get some of this stuff. I think whatever they were kind of in the process of brewing, they're still turning it out, and a lot of it got shipped to them. It's called Belgian something or other. It's in Cleveland. You can buy them online and have them shipped to you, at least in Ohio you can. And I've bought a couple times, I've bought some of the beers, and this is one of my last remaining peach ones. So kind of excited to try it again, but upset that this is going to be the last one I'll probably ever have. So this is the Fruit Series Peach Saison. And Spencer Brewery is out of Spencer, Massachusetts. And it is like a proper, monks, all that kind of stuff, like an Abbey, I guess a Trappist beer with the kind of monks you'd see in Belgium and other places. I'd always thought they were only in Belgium, but it's not true. I know there was one in England, because I did a review on that. It was something or other Tint Meadow, I think it was called. Apparently there's a couple in the Netherlands, and there's someone somewhere else, somewhere strange like Germany or somewhere that you wouldn't expect to see one of those monasteries and breweries. But they exist in other places other than Belgium where they did. I guess the USA just lost ours. So we'll give this one a shot here. Be careful taking off this cap. I'm going to try to keep this. Cap's nothing special per se. Just says Spencer Trappist and has a little fleur-de-lis kind of looking thing on there. But still, I keep all these things because I'm a pack rat for some reason. The art, nothing crazy, just has a little peach there, kind of neat looking. All right, I also went with my Spencer Trappist glass. With my last order, I broke down and bought myself a glass. And as people have been giving me some razzing about my glassware, I decided to break out with a proper glass for this beer, do it the justice it so deserves. All right, so first things first, review-wise, 3.51 on Untappd. Beer Advocate, I must have forgot to look it up. It's not there. It'll be decent, right? First things first, color here. If I break out my Brew HQ chart, it's kind of neat. You can't really see through it. It's definitely very murky and I wouldn't even say hazy. This is opaque. You can't see through this. But a lot of the fruit beers, you have sediment and stuff in there and make it difficult to see through. As far as color, I'd probably say like a 9 or a 10 if I have this Brew HQ SRM chart. Now, like I said, it's kind of like a golden orangey kind of thing, but it's you can't see through it at all. I'm sure there's stuff floating around. Try to look at the bottom, see if I can see some fruit sediment, but can't really see it. Head, it had a thin white head, but it quickly dissipated. And that's pretty much it. Let's give it a sniff. It smells nice. It smells kind of like, I wouldn't even say peach, because peach to me is usually more of a sweet smell. This has more like maybe like an apricot kind of smell. It's fruit for sure, but it's kind of more, I don't know, muddled or dank than that bright, sweet smell you might associate with maybe peach sodas or juices or something like that. I like it, though. It smells nice. Yeah, it's like a nice smelling beer. Well, let's give it a shot. Cheers to Spencer. Ooh. That's nice. I will say this. This is a Saison. Saisons, I usually don't have a lot of time for them. They don't do a lot for me. 4.3 ABV. They tend to be lower ABV. They tend to be overly carbonated usually in my experience. And flavor-wise, kind of leave a little bit to be desired. So I'm not a huge Saison guy. But this hits. This is good. Body, surprisingly light. I thought with the peach that you'd get more puree in there or something, and maybe it would be a little more more to the body, but I would say this is medium light bodied for sure. As far as the flavors, it's kind of nice, man. Again, I think when you say peach, a lot of people think big, sweet, juicy peach flavor. This isn't quite that, although you definitely pick up the peaches. To me, it does taste more like apricot, which I think is more of a little subdued, maybe has a little bit more tartness to it as well. But you can pick it up coming through, in spades in this. It's there by the bucket load, but it doesn't distract somehow. It's really good. Let's see what else we got going on. I think maybe you get a little bit. Ooh, it was different. I just drank that, and for some reason, when I breathed in, you could taste it through your sinus cavities, and picked it up on my lips. That nice fruity taste. You might get a wee bit of a funk as well. I think when I first took that initial sip, I thought this was going to be a heck of a lot funkier than it is. Now, fruit in and of itself has that nice tart and sweet thing going on, and I think this kind of delivers with that. It's not super sweet, but there is enough tartness to it that offsets it, but I wouldn't say it's funky, so it doesn't make it to the Biz Marquee category, although there's definitely a little bit of tartness in this. Other than that, it's making me burp. Definitely very yeasty, definitely very carbonated. You can't see the bubbles great because the drink is so murky, but I can feel them when you drink it. You definitely pick up the bubbles, and I feel like I'm burping like nuts. Very rarely do I burp from beer. Soda kills me. So I have ginger ale, root beer, anything like that, I'll be burping like nuts. Beer very rarely makes me burp, but this one's getting to me a little. That's really good. This is just, it's delicate but complex, and there's not a ton of things, but I think you pick them all up, and they do everything well. They deliver on what this is supposed to be. So you definitely do get that carbonated essence that you tend to get in Saisons, but it definitely delivers on the fruitiness with the peach. And the peach isn't fake. It's definitely a natural peach flavor. This isn't, peach fago or something like that. This is a natural taste, nice sweetness, nice tartness. This is a magnificent beer. And to be brutally honest, I'm so sad to see this go. I might have to hop on that website and see if I can pick up a few more before they're actually completely gone forever. I mean, I know they already said they were there, but we'll see. Maybe I can dredge up a few more of them and put them away before it's too late. Now, the only downside is I don't like aging the fruit ones too much, or sometimes you have a mess on your hands when they explode. But for me, this is from the Spencer Brewery in Spencer, Massachusetts. Defunct is no more. It's a magnificent beer. If you can find one before they're all gone, buy one. It's well worth it. This is a piece of American brewing history, and that this was the only Trappist brewery in our country, and it's now gone. And I remember reading an article about it, and it was saying basically they were just having a hard time keeping up with a lot of the other craft breweries. I know they tried to branch out and do some other stuff, as Ommegang did, and some others in the U.S. that are, I don't know, I view more kind of old style. They're trying to do different things, and I don't know how I feel about it. I know you got to survive. It's a business model, but it's sad for me to see these guys go out of business when they make products this good, even if they make me burp a little bit. So again, big thumbs up for Spencer Brewing. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you had any of the beers from Spencer Brewery? I know it's probably a little late in the game, but if you can't, you might want to grab them before they're gone forever. Hey, until next time, cheers.